2019 has been a very good year for the University of New Haven. From the appointment of a new athletic director to the finishing touches of the new Bergami Center, and also a centennial that is right around the corner. What a better time than now to talk to University of New Haven President Steven Kaplan. President Kaplan, welcome.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Yeah, happy you could join us this morning. So let's begin with what you can tell us about the new Bergami Innovation Space building and when it is set to open.
So it's going to be a state-of-the-art academic building, like nothing else certainly in the region or in the state and possibly in the country, in terms of being highly flexible, a very fluid space. And with the exception of the communications program, which has its own particular space and studios and control rooms, it's going to be for every department on campus and therefore for no specific department. It's going to open in the spring. We'll probably get our certificate of occupancy in February. We'll start programming in there in March, and we might even start classes in there as early as April.
That's great.
But certainly for the fall.
Yeah. What are you most excited about the new building?
Right now, the opening.
Yeah, me too.
Making sure it opens on time and getting students in there. Mm-hmm. And on the opening, we're bringing in a very famous Nobel laureate, Michio Kaku, who's going to talk about the future of the disciplines in higher education and what they'll be able to do in the building. And from there, what I'm most excited about is it's going to be the centerpiece of the campus.
Absolutely.
Everything flows into that space. Mm-hmm. And I think it'll really create a new home for students.
I agree. So how do you feel the university handled the housing issue from last semester, and will the university continue to offer housing to all students?
I think it's a matter of, like anything else who you talk to. Mm-hmm. I think we did the best we could. Mm-hmm. We always do the best we can. And I think in the end, everyone learned a little bit about how we can improve the process. We continue to work with the developer, David Beckerman, on the programming down in Allentown. We'll be opening the Parkview in the fall and adding 100 beds. And this summer, as every other summer, we'll be spending roughly $1 million on ongoing renovations in the current residence halls. So I think the program we have is one of the best in the area, and even though there are issues with housing, everyone has issues with housing. It's like food services. Yeah. You're never going to make everyone happy. We're serving too many people.
So let's hear a little bit about our new athletic director, Sheahan Zenger, and as well as the university's prospects to become a Division I school.
So Sheahan Zenger is an incredible hire. He's a national figure. He's an incredible person. He's very excited about being here. He's connecting with students. He's connected with the coaches. He's showing us how we can improve our athletic program. And if anyone's going to get us into Division I, it'll be him, and we'll get there. Great. The prospects, I think, are very good. We've talked to several conferences. I've got a phone call, I think, on Monday with some people in one of the conferences. I've already talked to the other. Once we're in a conference, we're on our way.
Yeah, that's very exciting to hear it's moving so quickly since he's just become appointed. That's great.
I tend to move quickly.
Yeah, of course, of course.
and Sheahan Zenger is no different.
Yeah.
And, I didn't convey it properly just now, but he comes from a Power 5 school, right? He's coming from a very prestigious program, and he's incredibly happy here. Yeah. And I think that's because he has this kind of background. He comes from a small town, working class family, and his parents are academics, but a working class background. And he knows that this isn't a place where people with great privilege come, but people with great promise. And he's very committed.
That's great. Yeah. What a beautiful statement. That's lovely. So where do we stand with the College of Arts and Sciences Dean search?
We stand right at the edge of completing it.
Oh, great.
Next week we have 2 candidates coming in, and that will be announced publicly probably on Monday who they are.
That's awesome.
And then the week after that, 2 more, and the week after that we'll hope that we'll have hired someone.
Great, that's awesome.
And it's a great pool.
Awesome.
Some very good candidates.
Spectacular. So how do you feel about the university receiving a higher ranking in the U.S. News World and Report, coming in at number 66?
Like I said a minute ago, I move very fast. I'm also very impatient. So while it's an incredible accomplishment, and we jumped over 30 points, I'd like to jump another 30 next year.
Next year.
But it is quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, so we just keep on the track we're going, and we'll jump up.
And as far as rankings, the one that really matters to us is the one that the students determine, and that's the Princeton Review, because their students actually have a say in the ranking, and there we're in the top 15% of all schools in the country. So we're doing well.
Awesome. Can you give us a little bit of insight on the university's sustainability story? I know in the new building they're going to have a special node to like handle things like that in the new Bergami building.
Our first LEED Gold building, I think, was what's now Solentano Hall. And we've gone back and retrofitted some other buildings. The Lee Institute is LEED certified, but we're on course. We got a bronze recognition from the National Organization on Sustainability, and we're on course to be a highly sustainable campus, and we should be.
Good. And lastly, there have been rumors on campus that you will be retiring. Did you want to give a statement on that?
I was just asked this by Ralph Dellacamera, whose name was on the stadium last night over dinner. And actually, someone asked me at lunch, the speaker yesterday, Kika Matos, the same question. I'm 66, and I love my family greatly and want more time with them. But I also love what I'm doing and find it exhilarating. So I'm very torn as to retirement. What our board has allowed me to do is take longer vacations in the summer and have more time with my family. And as long as I can do that, I frankly don't know when I'll stop doing this, because it's an incredible student body. Faculty and staff are hardworking, dedicated, and high-quality people. It's hard to just walk away from something you love so much. So
Absolutely.
Who knows?
Okay. Well.
But sooner or later, yeah.
Okay. We thank you, President Kaplan, for joining us today, and we look forward to the university's advancements and updates.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Good.